live about, and then she goes on about what people say and what people do about certain traumas. And
yeah, Dan wants the back and forth. This is what I'm trying to say. He wants the back and forth for gifts. I didn't know he was like that, and he's out. I don't want him on my platform. I mean, it's really hard to I can't even defend the guy on the videos I see of him. He won't be played. None of his videos will be played on my platform.
Yeah, because all the stuff he's saying, people's going to be outraged by it, and then they're all going to start feeling sorry for JN, and like, she's just an absolute wet wipe anyways.
And I've said it from very beginning. She's a victim. She's got that victim mentality constantly. The trauma. You know, she's taking advice from AB. Obviously, Dan wants that back and forth, and he's doing it for gifts. I think makes my life easier. Makes my life easier because at the end of the day, it's hard playing this. When he fucks up, how can you support some of the things he fucks up with? You can't support that, can you?
Yeah, because I've seen people in the comments when you're friendly with them, oh, what about Dan? And, you know, like when you're talking about stuff, they're like, what about Dan?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, God, what do I say about Dan? And you know what I mean? But anyway, now I don't care what he says, guys. He won't be played on my FYP, Dan.
He would have a decent platform if he wasn't going back and forth with the likes of Jen and like little wet wipes like her, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that's why I said that. Yeah,
Dan's no one. That's why he has to have someone with a small platform. You know, because he could never. You know, like I said, other creators don't even bother with him. The only person that really bothers with him is Pearl.
Yeah, and the people are going to say like the mad words what he says. Sorry.
Do you know what I hate the most? Yeah, like for example, just Nana, Strictly. They'll be your mod. They will be up your boot. They will do the most. But then once they leave, they have the most to say, and I'm just like, but you was entertaining all of that. So how come now that you've left?
Just JN used to literally come out.
Yeah, I know. She used to come at me all the time. I know.
She was always in Angie's live, and as soon as Angie didn't put on the Christmas list, then just triggered by Angie.
Yeah, you know what it is. No, but that's what I'm saying. Associate with it, and I don't want to associate with people that associate with that either. You know, false accusations. That really does bother me. Do you know what I mean? So no, I'm out. I don't want to associate with any other people like that.
That's
that's what I'm saying. They're the ones that you need to be scared of. Okay, so for example, just none of them lot are sly. Whereas, okay, the Misreds, the Lukes, they're kind of upfront with it. Like, you know that you've got a problem or you've got a problem. Do you know what I mean? But with them lot, they're just
they all associate with AB and all that.
How can you associate with AB and then talk about your trauma?
Dan is building Jane's platform and he's doing it. He knows what he's doing. Believe me, he knows what he's doing. So I think he's in with it, absolutely. So I'm walking away, not interested. Yeah, let's change the subject. Hey, what do you think about the M situation, Linz?
It's mad, isn't it? Like, I don't think, like, people can really, like, sort of blame people who didn't believe her at first, because, like you say, like, she did say, like, a lot of other accusations in the past, you know what I mean? And I heard Sunshine this morning saying about him being old school and all that shit, but I think what she was trying to say was that he's just got that mindset of, like, where it is accepted, but I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah, really, but I think the way she said it was that era, and it's not that era, you know? I just think back then... Yeah, it wasn't spoken about as it is now.
Oh, yeah. Back then, Angie.
People didn't report as they do now.
Oh, Angie, man, years ago, if the police went to domestic, like if the man and wife was arguing, the police would just tell the man to slap the wife to shut her up and go out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it wasn't, people need to remember, it wasn't accepted. Now, I don't know if it's just the way Sunshine said it, but it was never accepted.
Yeah, I think she
I think it was more kind of just brushed under the carpet. Definitely. You know what I mean? And no one really spoke on it as they do now. But then I don't know if more people. But do people really speak on it like they did more than they did before? Because don't forget we're on TikTok and everyone speaks about it on TikTok. But in the real world, do they actually really talk on it?
Well, to be honest with you, Ange, like even when I went through like my DV years and years ago, like the police were saying like when I was like just talking to them, they were saying that like obviously they've got a big thing on DV at the minute where they're doing like extra training for officers and stuff on like how to spot it and like deal with it. Yeah. So I think there is a lot more awareness to it. Obviously, people say like the reports have went up since years ago, but like you see, it's like because times have changed and people are more aware of it. So obviously that's why the reports go up. But I think it's obviously been going on for forever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Because marital rape only come illegal. I mean, how long
Yeah, in
ago
the
did that
80s,
happen?
was it 90s?
Something like that, yeah. So technically your husband could do something to you and you wouldn't have a case to stand on because it wasn't illegal.
That's crazy, isn't it? When you
No.
think about it. I never really thought about it before, do you know what I mean? Whether it was legal or not. But yeah, is it 1992? That's crazy. But the thing is, people keep going on about, about victim shaming. Not victim shaming, sorry, but why didn't people believe her at the time, right? She wasn't believed at the time because of her behaviour. And people might say you got to put her behaviour aside, but not when someone's got a history of lying. When they've got a history of accusations. Well, she has made accusations before. Come on, let's face the fact she has. And if that was in the eyes of the law, that would be looked at. Yeah, by
definitely.
the defence team. That they'll be looking at that, goes, well, you've lied about this, you've done this, you've lied about that. And when you lie and make up other accusations, now you've got a history of making up. So people are going to say, well, mate, are you making up this? So people need to remember, it's not, people didn't victim shame her. It's because of her history that
Angie?
people did not believe her.
Angie, let's not forget as well. Are you not remembering when she showed him naked lying in the bed on live? Rob, when Rob
forgot
was
about
lying
that.
naked, like
Yes.
there's so much things that happened. Like that was crazy as well.
Yeah, and there's still no, listen, we're not even going to say, well, because he's done that, she deserved it, or who cares. No is no. At the end of the day.
No, of course,
But
yeah.
if you look at all those things that she has done, do you know what I mean? Why would
Yeah.
you show someone naked in bed?
Yeah, obviously people haven't taken her seriously as what they would like any other person. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is sad because obviously she still doesn't deserve it, but like you say, it's just people don't really take her serious.
Rosie, I'm not saying it gives him the right to do what he did. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, if you look at someone's history, that's why someone is not believed. Because unless you've got solid evidence, people are going to wonder if you're lying. That's how many men actually get out of jail, where they say that where men may go to jail for that kind of thing and then be released because it's been looked into again. And I have heard these cases where it's been looked into again, where they look at the woman's history. Wow, she's accused a couple of men of the same thing, the same crime. And just based on that history, the man is released. Just based on that. So what I'm saying is history does, and it does count. It really does. The character, yeah, you got to look at someone's character.
Yeah, they do like a character reference, don't they?
Yeah, I remember I was reading about this man that went to jail for rape, and he didn't do it. He lost everything, fighting and the cause. And his ex-wife, he lived with her, and she was making up these, about he done this and that to her. He went to jail, and I think he was only in there for 3 months before I think a police officer reopened the case. And then I don't know why they didn't look at her history before. But when they looked at her history, what was it now? Was it she had accused another person of the same crime? I can't remember, but it was something to do with her history. And he was released. I can't exactly remember.
Well, Angie, I was reading in the paper the other day, this woman, she's just went to prison because she'd been kicked out of a taxi while she was drunk. And this Asian guy was like driving and he offered to take her home and stuff. And she was trying to hug and kiss him, but it obviously refused and just took her home. And then as soon as she got in the house, she was like, oh, being great by him and 2 other men. And he got arrested and I think he was under arrest for 30 odd hours. And then I think they looked into her history. I don't know, something happened, but then obviously she admitted that she was just full of shit. I think she's just getting 2.5 years for it.
Really? Well, good. And this is a problem. So I don't blame anyone. I don't care what anyone says. I don't blame anyone for disbelieving him at that time, because based on that history. It's like Cry Wolf, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, Angie, even if Ems didn't even do any of that in a past, right? If she's come on the app and said X, Y, and Z, like you say, obviously we can't get full proof, but we can't just say, oh well, Rob is a wrong and because Ems said so.
No.
In her case, at least the good thing is that he's admitted it. But people can say anything about anybody on this app, and you can't really run with it, can you, without proof?
Yeah. I mean, but you like I said, what Torian has said, and this is not taking away what he did to her. Please don't think I'm doing that, because I'm not. But he taking a video of him naked in bed. That's also a crime.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I just think
Listen, what
that
I'm
they've done
yeah, go on,
a lot to each other. Absolutely, a lot to each other. But I mean, what he did was probably worse because we all know it's worse. But however, they still did a lot to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so. My thing is this: he should. I don't agree with SA on anyone. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't play that game. But I think Ems is like the boy who has cried wolf, and I think she's all. Let's not forget what she's also done to Marcus. Is it Marcus, the guy that passed away? And I'm not saying what happened to her was right, but if we're gonna call out one, we're calling out the other two. I'm sorry, like, that's just what it is. She's not a saint. Yeah, that shouldn't have happened to her. That's disgusting. I don't think it should have happened to her. But at the same time, you can't go around thinking that you can do certain things to people either. Like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. I don't know much about Marcus, to be fair, because I didn't see much evidence. I mean, I saw that he had a bruise, but that could have been from anything.
I saw a video, and I saw a video on the FYP where she was beating him up, or she punched him in the nose or something, and he started bleeding.
And he hit the deck or
Do you
something,
not
didn't
remember
he?
that?
I seen
not
that.
Yeah,
seen
and they
that,
were
by the way.
live, and she literally punched him in the face, and his nose started bleeding. They were both out of it though, but I remember that on the F5. If you type in, it will probably all come up anyway. But yeah, she was horrible to him.
And don't get me wrong, no one's taking it away of what happened to her. Do you know what I mean? But however, she has done a lot of stuff herself, hasn't she? Which is also a crime.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, really? She gave him a black hole?
Yeah, it was really sad with Marcus Ange. Like, 'cause I remember them off Facebook days years and years ago. They were like, yeah, it was bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, for people to question as to why people were, didn't believe her, well, there you go. That's the reasons. She accused him. Yeah, there was a few accusations.
Yeah, well, even Marcus, poor Marcus as well.
Mark? Oh, boy.
Yeah, she said a few things about him, like questionable things about him.
Yeah. Oh, really, Fluff? Well, yeah, but we don't know whether that's true, though, right? What if Marcus did come onto her?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we can't say for definite, can we? We can't say, oh, he's innocent or he's guilty, like, because we'll never know, really.
No, we'll never know that. At the end of the day, the poor guy's passed away, hasn't he?
Exactly. But I think this whole thing with the cancer thing, like, I'd zoned out like a couple of days ago. It was getting really boring. Like, I don't know what the
You
fuck's
think
going
he
on
had
with
cancer?
that. I didn't even know, Angia. Honestly, I totally zoned out with it all.
I don't know.
But I don't understand why that Katie Hardy's involved for, though. Like, so is it because she's beefing with that Keisha? Then
No,
that
because
Lou?
Rob went to Lou, this, Life of Lulu.
Yeah.
I keep calling her Lulu. Bloody hell, Matt!
Fuck's
Get out! Sorry, Rob went to Lou about that Lakeisha was abusing him or controlling him, or I'm not too sure the ins and outs about that. And apparently it was a setup. But then Lou went to Kate,
And she
who
jumped
I
on
think
it.
could be involved. Do you think Lou could be involved with Rob? Because why did she go to Kate? That's the question. Why did Lou then go to Kate? Did Rob know she was going to go to Kate? Because Lou only knew Kate for a couple of weeks, apparently, right? So she went to Kate. So did Rob know she was going to do that? And if he did know she was going to do that, was it because they were involved with, bit of content? Yeah. Has Lou not met up with Rob? Yes. So do you think it was their content? Because they met up for content, right?
Yeah.
No, but Ange, remember, she said it was because of DV as well, because...
Well, what I'm saying was Lou involved in the content with Rob? So, because that's why they met up. Yes, because why would Lou go to Kate?
Yeah, like that's why I was a bit like confused.
Yeah,
'Cause I was like, you would never put Lou together with Katie Hardy, would you? Like, it was
So
weird.
anyway,
No, but remember, guys, Kate said that, I think, wasn't it because obviously they both went through DV, I think, and didn't Lou reach out to Katie about it?
Lou reached out to Katie, and then what happened? Pearl got onto the phone call. Then what happened? She got on the phone
Pearl got in the
with
call.
to platform it because apparently Rob said she wanted to platform it or something like this. And then what happened? And that was it. And then it went on to Pearl's platform. And then the cancer came
Yeah.
out that it wasn't grade 4 because he had misread his paper. One thing I don't understand is why didn't he show his documents that he's got cancer, been diagnosed?
He's lying, Ange. I'm sorry.
Ange, is
Someone
Lou in
has
the
to say it.
box?
Yeah.
Is Lou in the box? Because comments are saying that she wants the box or something.
He could have, Angie, yesterday everyone was saying that he should send you the thing. And I wanted to get in the box and be like, just send it to Ange now while you're in the box, but Keisha wasn't
Yeah, you
adding
can
me.
send it to me. Yeah.
If
you
that
want
man,
to.
it's weird.
Hiya.
Yeah, I know he was meant to send it to you yesterday. Remember?
No, he doesn't have my number. If he wants it, he can have it and then send it.
No, but remember on Keisha's live, Keisha was like, send it to Angie. He was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll send it to
that was
Angie.
it.
This was yesterday.
Sorry, one sec, Lou, because I'm just explaining to Linz, who doesn't know what's going on. That was it. Yeah. Best Girl did a live on oh God, what's his name? Rob. And Rob said that he wanted to get back at people for what happened there, but it was nothing to do with Kate. Oh, it's just a mess, Linz.
Oh, God.
So I didn't know anything. Like I said, Rob set me up. So reasons why I went to Katie's, and you won't know all of this. So Keisha was coming after me and Katie at the same time. So her live streams consisted of constantly attacking me and Katie. Katie came up on my platform and I gave her the opportunity to have a voice, and I listened to her. And obviously, like everyone else, I was shocked. And that's what sort of brought me and Katie together in communication. Then you have the article situation, which happened. Obviously, I do Me Lose News. So we were in discussions, and she'll pop in the box every now and then. We then got each other's numbers. So we were in contact a few weeks prior to this. I know from the outside looking in, you might think, well, why did I go to Kate? So obviously with us having that thing in common about the Keisha thing, looking back, like I said, I do regret going to Kate. She was going under enough, and I do realise that, but I don't think very well anyway. I'm always paranoid, thinking stuff being set up anyways. And it just went like that. It was the decision I made.
But
and
you went to her not because of the DV situation, but because of
The Keisha.
It was a multiple amount of reasons. I knew that as well. There was reasons for that because of the newer DV, but it was also like you were saying, because I've over the last few days, obviously, why if I've only been speaking to Katie, where's that came from? Why did I go to her? But I'm telling you, it's the link. Like we were experiencing this together from Keisha, if you get me.
So basically you fell out with Keisha, and then you knew that Katie and Keisha were beefing, so you like gravitated towards Katie.
No. So this is what I mean.
No, Linz, don't worry. I'll explain Linz, because Linz has been out the loop. She hasn't been watching it all, so she's basically jumped in the box to ask, and to ask me what the situation with this Rob, because I asked for an opinion on it. But I'll tell you later, Linz.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were friends. I can't remember exactly what month Rob and Keisha came round to mine. We were friends, then we fell out or whatever. So I didn't just all of a sudden think, oh, Katie's fallen out with Keisha. It was Katie, I think she found me. She found my live stream, and I was doing Loose News and covering all of this is my like the side of TikTok that I'm from. So I this is normal to me covering all of this. It was Katie who found us.
Yeah. What happened with the Tammy situation? Because I was watching a little bit of that when she was live. I don't know who she is, saying that it's something about blackmail.
Oh, so I can't remember.
I only watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, I need to refresh my memory. So this was, so Keisha's obviously been targeting me, trying to contact my children's dad, saying that she's going to get with him and she can see who she wants, bringing my children's situation up, which, is bang out of order, and made profiles of my family. Anyway, well, I definitely think it all makes sense anyway, but the profile. And Tammy...
Sorry, Lou, I believe that, I believe that only because she done the same to Rob, and Remember when Rob came on, she was trying to flirt with Rob and get to Rob when him and Ems broke up. Remember, she was going to Ems and saying, I'm going to take Rob, I'm going to take your man, and that's what she done. I don't like Lou, but I actually believe that part of the story. Sorry, go on.
She doesn't
Yeah,
like
no, I understand, understand. But yeah. So basically, Tammy is constantly enabling Keisha, and no matter which way you explain it to her, she's like Keisha's mouthpiece and Sharon's mouthpiece. And basically, she told me that I should basically be keeping my mouth shut if I don't want them to speak about my kids, and I need to keep quiet. And that's how I think that's what she's referring to. And it was a bit like blackmail, to be honest, for the way she was doing it. And that's why, sorry, I'm chatting loads. I don't, if there's any questions I can answer, go ahead, because I'm really not involved, Ange. I'm as feel as set up as anyone else.
Yeah. I can put some, I don't know if anyone's got any questions really, to
So
be honest.
where do you go from here then, Lou? Like after what you've heard about Rob with the M situation, were you like friends? Like were you still friends with him after the cancer? I don't know. Like what's happening?
Yeah, so that's a bit of a misunderstanding that you have too. I've not made up with Rob. He's not given me the answers I need. He was planning to come to my home. I'm disgusted in what I've heard, and I will not be standing by that man at all. I stand with M's, no means no, and that's that with that one.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Lou.
No, it's all right. If there is any questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
You did invite him to your house for content, didn't you?
So I met Rob through Keisha. So Keisha found me when I was in addiction really, really bad on the app. And yeah, she actually was there for me. Anyway, fast forward a few years, I've done really well. And I'm having these issues with somebody, and I get in touch with Keisha again. I'm a friend. She's planning to meet with Rob for content. They both knew it was on the basis of content and clout and rage bait, I believe. And then we arranged to meet up. And they came here. It was always as friends. I know there's a video of me and Rob. That was rage bait, that video, the wedding rose one, saying we were getting married. Just a little laugh. But yeah, man and Rob's friendship has always been friends. It's never been anything flirty or actual.
Yeah.
Well, he's always
Has he ever tried on with you?
No.
Has he ever been slimy with you or anything?
Oh, shit.
What?
If you there's some videos recently where he was planning to come to my house, and there's a few comments that has made me question a couple of things, but that could be my paranoia, saying that he had unfinished business here. Then when he was, and my friend said she'd come round when he was due to come round, and he was like, I don't know if it's just jokes for girls, and he was saying, like, I can't.
Now that you know what you know now, isn't it?
Yeah. He said, I can't handle the both of yous, and bits like that. But yeah, that's up to
Danny,
you.
what you're talking about? Maybe I could have asked a bit nicer. I was asking, is he slimy, like a slime ball? What's nasty about that, Danny? Was he slimy with you, Louise?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, no, sorry, I didn't mean to say yeah then. So, like I said, there was recent videos I've questioned, they've made me feel uncomfortable. It could be my paranoia, but the way you asked that question was perfectly fine, don't worry.
Yeah. Has he been online since all of this?
Yes, so, I mean, online since which scenario?
I'm sure he was in that Lakeisha's live this morning,
someone
wasn't
said in
he?
my comments that he was, saying it was a storyline, but I don't know.
Actually, yeah, he did briefly pop in at that live. Now, the thing is what you've got to think is Keisha's got the platform of Kingdom, yeah. There's very much like fantasy non-fiction, because the reason, because I've had a chat with Keisha about all of this. So if you're separating the app from actual reality, it it makes a lot of excuses for a lot of things, doesn't it? And it excuses a lot of behaviour, really, if you think about it. When there's because
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What, see the whole scenario, yeah? What made you actually, like, knowing the history and stuff, what is it that made you go to Kate? Like, what? Yeah, why
that's
did you
what
go
I'm
to Kate?
confused with.
there's two reasons. We were in communication, like I said, through
You
this.
explained it already, but go carry on. Tell them.
Yeah, we were in communication over the last couple of. I'm not sure of a timeline. It's been quite a bit now. Over this Keisha thing, because we've both experienced the wrath of her, and been our issues have been mentioned in the same lives. And the other point is the fact that I have knowledge of her experience. And it was just a split. Like, I panic. I don't. I should think before I do things, and that's my issue. I'm impulsive, and I do regret it. She has enough on her plate, and I do have other friends that I could turn to. I'm not saying that. And Tammy's trying to spin it a different way because she's just deflecting.
Yeah. But
Why did you fall out with Keisha for?
Oh bloody hell, that was it. So she was around me and stuff like that, and I'm part of this community, and I think she really wanted to be accepted in the community and stuff, but they didn't show the acceptance that she was expecting, I think. And then the relationship started to get a bit cold, and one day I think she has attachment issues. So when she'll just drop a friend, if she thinks they're going to hurt her or drop her before she's going to, she'll drop them at a drop of a hat, unfortunately. There's no real good reason, to be honest. I was gutted with she thingy because she was good to me, at one point.
I'm just trying to figure out, why does all these, younger women want to be hanging around with the likes of Rob?
Well, yeah, I was thinking it's probably more content, as to why people would, because he's not a big creator, but he's someone known on TikTok from.
Yeah, he got the clout from Ems, didn't he?
Yeah, collaboration and entertainment, purposes only, and Rob's very aware of that. We've been, I have been very transparent from the get-go, and that's my side of the story. I don't know what Keisha's intentions are, but like I say, they are blurring the lines between reality and fiction, so everyone gets to the point where it's one big head fuck. No one knows what's real or what's not real because they've fucked up so much, made so many plans and interfered so much in people's real life that they're backed into a corner now, and this is all games. And to me, this is all just playing into the hands. It's what they want. And yeah, just be careful, girls, honestly, because they will set other people up too. And I'm very concerned for Ems. I am.
Yeah, she's got a lot on her plate with the dog, with the dog passing as well, isn't you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sad that about the dog, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go just because there's some comments about my kids, and like I say, there has been false rumours about me. I have admitted the things that I have done. I've got the receipts. Angie, if you ever want me to be upfront and answer,
don't mention don't mention children, guys.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to answer anything. There is, just remember, guys, things grow arms and legs on this app. I've admitted the things that I've done wrong. It's not been like I didn't want. I'm not proud of the things I've done, but I can't do anything else more. And I have changed. I have, I promise. Thank you, Angie, and thanks, Linz. I'll see you later, girls.
Oh, thanks, Lou.
Bye.
So, I'm not being rude, guys. I'm just checking my emails. I'm just.
I thought you were getting some decent beef through there, Ange.
Sorry
I thought
about
you were getting
that.
some decent
I wish
beef.
I wish I did. Has anyone got any other beef that's not about Rob?
Yeah. Anyone?
I'm just sorry, I'm just going through my emails. I don't get time when I come off, Linz.
Oh no. Has Luke been on today?
Probably. I think he did. Came on earlier, I think.
Queen of Satire is asking for the box.
Queen of Satire.
I know who that is.
She's not in the box. He was on. Oh yeah, Lynn's chose violence. Have you chosen violence, Lynn's?
I need to be careful because obviously I don't come in the boxes as much, do I? So I need to be careful on my language because I know it's really strict now. So that's why I'm like, I need to think before I speak.
Yeah.
Who are you, Queen of Satire?
She's not in the box. Is she in the box?
They said they're going to come on later.
Oh.
Just a few more weeks
Any
left.
gossip, Queen Satire? Any gossip? We love a good gossip around these ways.
Angie and Lynn's are the only vegetarians I know who love beef. Need to have it roast beef. No, I've only got a few more weeks left. I can't wait. I'm absolutely sick of my life.
Oh. How are you feeling now?
I'm all right, like, but just like sickness and like feeling like shit. Basically, I don't know. But I got a screenshot of the AB's comments, and it wasn't even a fake account. I put a post up, Angie. Obviously, I don't think you've seen it, but when I was talking about my wish list the other day when I was in the box, somebody had wrote in his comments because he was coming to and I'm going to buy the baby a boat so he can go and see daddy.
I saw that. What the hell?
Absolutely disgusting. And I understand in people's lives you can get like fake accounts saying like vile comments and stuff, but this was like a fully fledged like simp member. Do you know what I mean? So people that go on about the cult saying that we're disgusting and the stuff we say, like they're just vile. They're like PLM 2.0, honestly.
Yeah.
Talking about kids and stuff.
What's wrong with people?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, what do you expect?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what pisses me off, you know, when people say about us and like saying we're the worst. Like, they're the worst. They literally talk about kids and unborn babies. They're weird.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Very strange. Very strange behaviour.
I mean, imagine trying to troll an unborn baby or being racist. It's disgusting. At least I could get a boat for me baby. At least with AB, you'd need he wouldn't even fit on a cruise ship, I swear to God. Like the fucking Titanic.
You're completely sink. Oh my God.
I need to be careful what I say. Yeah, they love to talk on kids, don't they?
Yeah, very bizarre, isn't it? Bizarre, how bizarre. Bizarre.
Yeah, I think he would be the iceberg.
My goodness.
Oh yeah, I just want to say thank you as well, whoever's ordered off the wish list as well off the other day. That's really nice.
Have you got a wish list up now?
Angie, I'm sure you were freaking drunk because you were like, oh, everyone go at the wish list. I think I did have a drink, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
because
that's where that comment come from, because you were like saying, oh, everyone check the wish list out, and he was come to, and they had wrote in the comments that they're going to buy me baby a boat to go and visit the dad.
Oh. No,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, guys, Lynn's has a wish list, guys, up. So if you do want to buy anything for the bubba, go and have a look, guys.
I'm going to add a rubber dinghy on there later, guys. So if you want to purchase it so you can see the father, then that will be very appreciated, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can drink buzz balls, you know. I've been put off alcohol, actually. Like, I don't know if I'm going to drink when I have him, because I'm going to try and breastfeed, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I don't know who wants the box. Let's see if anyone. Oh my God.
What you watching that Lucy Letby thing?
Yeah.
Loads of people, like, I'm going to have to sit and watch that, you know, because people are like saying that she's innocent, you know.
Well, I don't. So far, I think she's guilty from what I've watched. I've watched 10 minutes of it.
Fuck's sakes.
I think it was the one where she's put, and I think is the biggest evidence, which I didn't know about. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But that I think she put, the police officer asked her, and so it got to the bit when she was being interviewed at the beginning, and the police officer asked her, why did she write on a note that she had unalived them? So to me, that was so far that's the biggest evidence, because who is she talking about when she put I unalived them?
Do you not think though, like she's feeling a bit guilt, like because if you were looking after someone,
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It could be guilt. It could be as in she was there. She could have been interviewed at the time. I don't know. Yeah, it could be like maybe it could be that because maybe she was always there present, and maybe she felt that it was down to her because she was always there. Maybe the guilt. Yeah, you're right. Actually, it could be.
yeah, because like obviously like when you like when like your family member or something passes away, you always sit and think like, hey, what could I have done better? There might have been like you have that type of regret, don't you? But especially if you're a nurse and there's like little babies passing away, like I think it'd hit a bit harder than if you're treating adults.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to have to watch it, you know, because there was this expert on like this. I don't know if it was good. I don't know. Good Morning Britain or something, and he was like saying he'd went through everything. He said her defence was really, really bad in court, and they're saying that the bosses, like the higher up people, like they had made loads of mistakes, and apparently, like they had just put the blame onto her to get the blame. Do you know what I mean? To save their own skin.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, I've only got 10 minutes. I'm only 10 minutes into it, so we'll see. Yes.
Yeah, I think I might watch it actually. Like definitely.
Uh,
I think I might watch that actually. Like definitely.
yeah. Yeah.
She's definitely innocent. But didn't like one of the kids have like loads of insulin or something in the system or something? Or what? How can people explain that? Otherwise,
I don't know. There was experts to say that they reckon the babies died of natural cause. Not natural, but I don't know. Saying it was probably natural causes. I'm sure they said. I don't know.
And you should do a poll. Who thinks she's innocent and who thinks she's guilty?
I do a poll. Happy face, you think she's innocent. Sad face, you think she's guilty. Let's see what other people think.
Because, guys, we all know once Angie watches this documentary, then the decision's going to be final later once Angie does her investigation, okay?
Yeah. Can you imagine if we cracked the case?
I know. I think you should join the police, man. Could you imagine you? Could you imagine you in the police? I think it'd be hilarious. No, you are quite good because you're like a critical thinker, you. Like, you don't just jump straight in, do you know what I mean? Like, you think of it from both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the majority are saying that she's innocent.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And is that from the documentary, guys?
Yeah.
Is that from watching the documentary?
Can everyone send the heart maze as well, please? Yeah, 179 to 80.
Oh, wow.
And these Epstein files, I'm just waiting. Oh, somebody called Stacey wants a box, Ange. I'm just waiting for all these people to dig into, like, you know, the Epstein files that's been released, because obviously there's been 3 million files, so I'm just waiting for people to, like, you know, like, investigate them and talk about it, because they're just too deep, them.
The thing is, I watched it yesterday. Funny enough, me and my friend, well, actually on her live, she's been doing awareness lives on it, and we was having this discussion about it. And if you watch the documentary, they didn't have like a proper person to investigate it properly. They just had like the normal trial. Basically, they just assumed she was guilty from day one and didn't really investigate it properly. But there's been loads of doctors, because they were saying about mottling on the baby's skin, which was something to do with aneurysm, like air was injected into the baby's bodies. But they're saying that there's no proof of that now.
If you watch the one on ITV, a doctor actually goes into more detail as to how insulin ended up in the baby's body, and it's something to do with them being premature.
Yeah, and they were also saying, because a lot of these babies were like fed tubed, and they said that the insulin and the feeding stuff was also in the same fridge. So you don't know if there was cross contamination either. You know, there could be so many things on it. But
And there
me
was a
watching the
doctor, wasn't there?
documentary yesterday, I believe she's innocent, but that
I
is just
do.
my personal perspective on it.
But if you watch the one on ITVX, there's actually a doctor from that thing, which does not work on neonatal. He was just
Yeah.
a paediatrician or something, and he was giving evidence. I think he's behind it.
I was just
Yeah,
going to
because
say,
she was saying
But
that.
I'm going to jump down because my son's got ticks and he sounds like a cow mooing in the background, so I do apologise. But I'm going to jump down. But Angie, watch the one on ITVX about her.
Yeah, and
okay.
then also
All right.
one.
Thanks for letting me up.
Thank you.
The one that I watched yesterday was on Netflix, and it's called Lucy Letby, and it's actually like the documentary about all of it and all the doctors involved and all the cases and stuff, because she was saying that she felt penalised by the consultants of the hospital, and because she was really upset because they moved her from night watch to day watch, and children were still passing away, like obviously during the day when she'd been moved to day shift. And she was really upset, and she was like pinpointing how she felt, and they tried to pin that on as a confession that she done it when it was just pinpointing. So there's a lot of like controversy around the whole thing, but me personally, watching the whole thing all the way through, I think she's innocent, and that's just my personal opinion.
I was just going to say, hey Ange, by the way, obviously you've only watched the beginning of it. You need to watch the whole thing, because it does change drastically in it.
Yeah, it does towards the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, at the beginning I thought she was guilty, and then
Yeah.
towards the end I'm now in two minds, because like there's been, like the other lady said, I don't know her name, but there's a couple of documentaries out, and there's a guy who's actually retired as a doctor who was adamant that she is innocent, so he's actually put himself onto the case to look at all
Yes.
the stuff.
Yes, I know the guy you're talking about. He's like,
Yeah.
that was
So
towards the end. Like he got involved. The family contacted him for help, and he stepped in, and he was doing a lot of investigations with it. And yes, he was a retired doctor, but he was like a really high up doctor in paediatricians for babies. Like, and he was really, really high up in it all. So he was doing a lot of investigations. But Ange, if you're really interested about it, if you what it's on Netflix as well, and it will show you the whole thing from the beginning to the end. And like this, like, sorry, I don't know your name, darling, but as she was explaining at the beginning, she looks bang to rights. But as the situation goes on further in the documentary, there's a lot of stuff that's been highlighted, and you just think, is this girl really guilty? Because it looks a lot like she's been scapegoated, like she's been used as an scapegoat. I don't really want to talk out of turn, but it's just the way that the documentary is making it look. The
one on ITVX that explains more. I actually think I got more out of that one than I did the Netflix one. But
did you watch that one as well? The Netflix one? Yeah. Okay.
Watch both. But I'm just very undecided, to be honest. And I think there's meant to be another one coming out as well, following on from the last one that was on Netflix. So
how can I watch that one? You know, the one that you said that was on TV. Can I obtain that on an app or something where I can watch that? Okay.
And there's one on Channel 4 as well, I believe.
Okay, I'll have a look about that actually.
But yeah, I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But Andrew, just think, you need to ride it out, watch it all, and then I am intrigued to know your opinion on what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it today.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you need to watch it, Angie. It's really, really interesting. But I think they need to open the investigation completely all over again, start over again from the scratch, and review all the evidence. I've had,
How come are they not opening the case?
well,
I'm
they may
surprised they
have to.
haven't.
They're not. I don't know if they're opening the case, but all the doctors involved that have been like investigating it from the outskirts, because they don't really believe that she had proper what do they call it, representation, right? Because it was never really in-depthly looked at. They, like I said, they just thought she was obviously guilty and she was banged to rights. So none of that was brought up when it should have been investigated properly, so that everything was brought together. But it's only been since she's been convicted that obviously all these other doctors have got involved, and I don't know if they're going to reopen the case, but they're looking at reopening the case. So I don't know.
I don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't watched it, so I'm not going to say obviously what pointed it out that it was Lucy. That's why they've obviously arrested her and whatever. But you will find out in the documentary, like, what they've pulled from, like, the notes from the hospital, rotas and all of that, as to why they've pinned it on her. So
I know what you're talking about. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but I know exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah, she's like one of the only other women that's getting like a whole life sentence as well, like in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it means she'll never get out?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. She's been imprisoned for life.
Like normally they give you like a minimum term, but she's getting like a whole life sentence.
Yeah, she's getting
very rare.
She's getting a whole life sentence for that. Sure,
If she's guilty of it, then she should. If she is guilty for it, because that's then she should get a whole life sentence.
Because what they're saying, there was 8 babies that actually deceased, but there's 17 cases altogether attempted on the other children. But apparently I think there was 8, if I'm not mistaken, that actually got passed away. But there's speculation on the other ones that they reckon were attempted. So there is a lot to this story, to be honest. But it's been really interesting. Like I said, my friend, I don't know if she's going to come on with it, but if she comes back on again, I'll share the live to you guys, because we've been doing a lot of awareness on the situation. If you want to jump on and put your points of view and stuff like that. But if she does come on with it, because she'll share the live to me, I'll share it to you guys. So if you give me a follow, then I can obviously share the live out to you if she does come back on with it, because it would be really interesting to hear other people's points of view on the situation, because we were trying to get a lot of people up in the boxes, but like a lot of people, they've got a lot to say in comments, but they don't actually want to come up and talk about it.
Yeah.
So I really want to know your opinion, Ange, because you're really good with stuff like this, and I like your debates that you put out.
Oh, I love a true crime. I love all true. I love it all. Yeah.
So I've had some personal experience with a case very similar, and it's just bizarre, really, that this lady works at the counties of Chester, whereas I worked probably about 30 miles away, and we had something very similar. And the person that they thought had done it, they actually sent her to prison, and then it came about, they had to start again from scratch, and it came about it was somebody completely different within her department, and it took, I'd say, about 3 years of combing through evidence to actually find that he was the one that had done it. So
I think with Lucy Letby, wasn't that like a 5-year or 6-year investigation or something?
It was from about 2012 onwards, I think, when she just qualified.
I don't know how you guys can think this person is not guilty. I find it crazy.
There's so much thing around.
Have you seen it though as well?
I've seen it. All you need to see is the footage of her getting arrested. You don't have that reaction.
You know what I found? I've only gone 10 minutes in it, right? So you got the bit where they've asked her, why did you write down I unalive those babies? Now, Lindsay, you said that it could be guilt, absolutely. But you know what surprised me? She didn't look shocked when she got arrested.
Exactly,
now, she could have been in shock, and I'm not one of those that look at people's behaviour. Don't get me wrong, I'm not. But I would have, I don't know, she didn't seem shocked at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't shocked, but
And
to
she
me that
also
wasn't
writ
shock.
down all the
Like
babies
she
that she
expected
killed.
this.
Initials. She writ them all down and noted them all down. She was the only person that was working on the shift that the babies passed away. They moved her to
To me,
day.
there wasn't enough evidence, and I feel
They
like they
moved her
kind
to
of got
day
on that
shift.
one.
Yeah, but the thing is, the
And
reason
the
why
deaths
she
moved to
was
days as
present.
well.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason why she was present on the ward when this was happening is because she was the most senior. And she's always going to be the one that's protocol when something, and she was the one dealing with the most sickest babies.
Yeah, but
So she
how
will
did the death
always be
stop
on the ward.
when they deliberately moved her from the night shift onto the day shift because they were concerned about her and this specific reason? The death stopped on the night shift and then started on the day shift. It just, yeah, you can't look at all this stuff and just go, oh no, she's innocent. It's a bit disrespectful as well to all the mothers. And
It's not
fathers
really
and
like
the
that
kids
because
that
actually
passed away.
one of the mothers is very confused about it. She doesn't really know what to believe about it. All she knows is her child is, obviously passed away, but it's confused her as well. And her baby was one of the victims of this situation.
Literally, all you need to see is the footage of her getting arrested. I hope she rots in prison.
Yeah, but I think them as mothers as well, they'd want to know like the true, like the proper person convicted. So if they've got a bit of doubts, then
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and as I said, it has happened before this, and it's quite similar in some of the ways that there was insulin put into like the bags of saline, etc., etc. It's nearly a copycat case, to be fair, but it's been done on neonatal rather than adults.
She was
Are
even
these all the
searching the
babies that were
parents'
like on?
Facebooks. She was looking for the Facebooks of the parents of the babies
Yeah,
that she
she
killed.
did.
But then,
That
but
was
then,
weird.
Please
That.
say she's not guilty.
But
then
you
her,
can,
her
sorry,
therapist said that she was going through therapy and stuff with it, and her therapist was saying to write out a diary of her
That's
feelings
what I'm
on
talking
this.
about.
So
And
she
then,
may have
Yeah.
written down the initials and all of that because of that's the days that obviously it happened to certain babies, and then she was going back to her therapist with that information. So you just don't know, like, yeah, it's a bit. It is odd. That's why I said that I am in two minds.
well, the
I don't.
parents deserve to know, don't they? Who's done this to their
because
baby?
think about it, can you imagine being in that situation where you've literally just given birth to your child and they are fine when they're born and then something happens like that? The mother, I feel sorry for all of them, but the one that stood out to me more than anyone was the woman that had the baby called Zoe. That's
Yeah.
the one that really stood out to me more than
Yeah.
any of them. Even
Yeah.
though I feel sorry for every single mother, do not get me wrong. I've got the same empathy with them, but she just stood out to me more than anybody else, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd definitely go and watch it, Ange, and then we could have a massive debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to get the conclusion once
Who's
Angie's
taking
watched
up your
it.
attention, Angela? Is it a man? Who's taking up your attention?
I'm on my email. Oh, I'm going through my emails. I just have no time when I come off.
Ange, have you seen on the news about that there's this American news reporter, right? Her 84-year-old mother's been kidnapped, like, and she's getting proper hell for ransom for like $8 million. I'm keeping an eye on that as well. Yeah, they kidnapped the old granny from the house, and they're demanding
It just gets
$8.4
better,
million
doesn't it?
on
Just gets
Bitcoin.
bloody
Yeah,
better.
I saw
Oh my
that. Did you
God.
see the was it like a Ring doorbell footage or whatever it was?
yeah, you can see her getting like dragged away.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The FBI and everything's all involved.
Oh no.
I'm going to jump
That can
down
only happen in
right.
America, that type of shit, though. Could you imagine if they tried to kidnap Angie or something?
Yes.
Look, did you see her eyes? The way your eyes just...
How's that put me in the mix?
We'd have to do a GoFundMe to get Angie to pay Angie's ransom.
Oh my goodness.
I think the family's involved with that. I think there's something fishy going on, me.
That's what
Definitely.
I think. Well, I think it's dodgy. It's way too dodgy.
Have you seen the documentary, Linz?
No, not yet. I might watch it today, actually, like, before you come back. But I've been like...
It's an eye-opener, Linz. It is an eye-opener. Like, at the beginning, I was a little bit on the fence with it. I was like, oh, she's definitely banged to right. But towards the end of it and all the investigations and stuff, I was like, do you know what? This woman could be innocent, you know? Do you know what? It does make you think when you watch it, but you have to watch it all the way through and don't miss any parts of it.
Yeah, it's that woman's called Nancy Guthrie, Angie, if you want to look up that woman who's been kidnapped. It's all over the news in America. But didn't that Ghislaine Maxwell from the Epstein thing, she was on camera the other day or something doing a statement saying she's not going to discuss anything either about the Epstein files getting released. I don't know why she just doesn't talk and just tell people the truth, I think that's what she should do, but I think she's getting hushed. I didn't realise Ghislaine Maxwell was British either. You know that Epstein's girlfriend, Ange?
All right.
Because she got like a really long time in American prison.
Yeah, she's in jail, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I might find out details and write her and say, Gillian, will you just tell me what the fuck's been going on? Like, because I'm sick of trying to watch these lives getting, like, but I zone out. I'm going to ask her.
Watch the documentary because it would be really interesting to hear your opinion on it. Actually, the woman that I've been going on the lives with, she's actually a really good friend of mine. I know her in real life as well. She actually had a baby from that actual hospital where all that took place, and she's got a lot of good points to make about it. She's actually someone that's had a child in that actual same neonatal unit and everything.
And can I just say, I was literally just taking the piss about Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm not going to try and write her. Like, I'm taking the piss off when I did used to write inmates. Because people are getting outraged. I've said I'd write to Ghislaine Maxwell. Jesus Christ.
I saw a news article the other day. I'm not going to say where I live, but there's apparently a manor house that is in the area that I live has come up on the Epstein files.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm just waiting for people to go through the Epstein files that's been released and just give us a highlight of it instead. Because I tried joining this live like the other day and he was like literally going through like all of it and I was just like, oh, can I be arsed with this? Like,
Yeah, I'm not good with all that kind of stuff. I get bored really easily.
but yeah, that Ghislaine Maxwell, she said she'll only speak if they reduce her sentence.
Yeah, but if she does speak, is she gonna talk? Is she gonna tell the truth?
Because isn't she's obviously the only been the one that's been in prison for it, hasn't she? Like, been locked up for it out of everyone that's been involved.
Yeah. How long did she get?
I don't know, about a 30-year sentence or something, didn't she?
Oh gosh.
Should do half of that.
No, in
Well,
America it's 30 years.
Why don't they? Can they not shorten her sentence because she's the only one? But then, however, is she going to tell the truth?
True.
It's one of them things.
I mean, unless
there's
there's actual evidence. Unless she's got actual evidence, but then they would have found that surely.
True, but I don't know. I think I don't know. I think there'll be a lot of people scared of what she'll come out with. You know, like the people who are guilty.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm surprised she hasn't been off in prison, because obviously she must told a lot of secrets.
But the thing is, I don't know whether they should just, go for it and just offer a shorter sentence to get the others convicted. But whether she's going to be on hearsay or actual evidence, which I'm sure they would have found, would they not?
True, but I think that they've got a lot of evidence there. But with Donald Trump, he's trying to not have people talk about it. I don't know. Because in America, 30 years means 30 years, Ange. It's not like the UK where
it's not like here. It's different here, isn't it? But yeah, in America, if you get 30 years, you're doing 30 years. That's it.
But I seen on one of the emails, Andrew, it was absolutely disgusting. Epstein was saying, bring the young girls, sorry, trigger warning, bring the young girls and don't bring any little N's, the N word. It was just disgusting what he was saying. Really bad. Oh, she got 20 years.
Oh, she got 20.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the victims on alive.
Having all that money, having all the money in the world, right? Living that kind of life and then getting banged up for 20 years.
I know. Well, somebody in Parliament, was his name? Starmer's like aide or something. Somebody in Parliament. He was on the Epstein file, so he's had to be kicked out of government as well. So they've kicked him out, and then they're asking for the royal family to make a proper comment on the Epstein files, but they have just kept quiet, and they have just said the thoughts are with the victims, and they'll liaise with police if there's a police investigation and all that stuff. Oh yeah, Peter Mandelson, yeah.
Right, I'm going to drop down. Have a nice evening, ladies.
See you later.
Oh, peace and... alive. Yeah, but then there's conspiracy theories saying that Epstein was unalived. He didn't unalive himself. Because obviously people were scared about what he would come out with.
Yeah, the backlash.
Mm.
Yes, it's all a little bit, and it's like...
But fancy even at Epstein, he had all that money in it. And now he got, look at the Joe he was in. Not saying you should have got
is that
special
that
treatment.
film that was called Filthy Rich?
What film's that?
It's actually based, I think it's based on him. Is that the guy that had loads of money and he was...
No, I'm just talking about, Epstein, him being in that jail after, with all that money, the luxury life he lived.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's
Must be a shock, innit? Must be a shock.
There's actually a film on that, and I'm pretty sure it's called Filthy Money, and it's actually a documentary one. You'll see it on Netflix. I think it's the same guy that you're talking about.
Well, the reason why Prince Andrew's in the mix, badly in the news, because even after he got convicted and sent to prison, Prince Andrew, knowing what he'd been convicted for, was still having a relationship, a friendship with him. So
because he knew a lot of controversial and a lot of famous people, didn't he?
Yeah.
So if you look it up, it's called Filthy Rich, and it's a documentary on all of that situation as well.
Yeah, didn't the Queen pay about £12 million to keep somebody shush when she was still alive? That's terrible, that.
Well, I watched that, actually, the documentary on it, and that was quite interesting as well, because his girlfriend was involved in it as well, wasn't she? His partner.
Yeah, do you know what I think? I think it's just money gets to people's heads, because even that, was he called Steve Jobs, he with the computers and stuff, and even Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, he's on them. I think they're all just a bunch of millionaires and billionaires that just think they're just untouchable.
The old saying, money talks. And I think there's a lot to do with it. The more money you've got, the more you can get away with certain things. If you see what I mean, because you can pay off people and all the rest of it,
Well, the Queen did.
Well, there you go. So that's why, if you look at it's called Filthy Rich, and it is a documentary on him and everything that happened and all the rest of it. It's quite an interesting documentary to watch, actually. It's actually the girls that were involved in it as adults now, but when they were younger, I think one of the girls had two sisters involved in it as well, and things were going on, and she was a painter, she used to do paintings and stuff, and a few of pictures went missing that she obviously had, and they're not sure whether he stole the pictures or what, but they were obviously minors, but these were adults talking, about their, about what had happened in the younger days when they were involved in it. So it is quite an eye-opener. It's another documentary to watch. You've got about 6 documentaries to watch now, haven't you, Ange?
I haven't seen the new Michael Jackson one, but do you know what it is? I thought he was guilty at first, but I genuinely think he was totally innocent, I think he was just one of those kids that was abused when he was and then he was just trying to relive his childhood again. That's when he built that. Yeah, I really do. I think it's just sad what happened to him. Oh, Angie, the T said, will you watch the latest video she's done on M's or something, apparently?
Who, the T?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Have a look now.
Oh, you think MJ is guilty? I haven't watched it.
No, I haven't either. I can't say that I have, so I haven't watched that. I can only comment on the ones that I have watched.
Because even that Macaulay Culkin, like, he was really close to Michael Jackson. Like, I think he would have come out with something by now. Do you know what I mean?
So here we go. The video's ready.
Please admit what you said about Brett is not true.
Well, he did touch me a little bit.
No, he didn't. But not in that way. Robert, do we
might be friendly. Might be friendly.
Robert, this is your chance. This is your chance.
I thought he was coming on to me.
What?
Robert.
In a weird kind of way, because I've never been touched like that in my life before. Unless he was reaching for the balls when they were playing ping pong.
I'm not being funny, but you fucking sat there and talked about fucking Rothschild and what, you know, all them fucking kind and blah, blah, blah. And you said that you were involved with that and stuff like that. You've said a lot of things about when you were younger, so don't sit there and, you know, say things like that. And guys, it's not fucking funny. And you people sitting there laughing about the situation because you was a fucking bad person. Yeah. The people that are laughing are the people that
have a bit of a crack, Ems. Have a bit of a crack. You know something? I will go back to Liverpool. I will go back to Liverpool.
Hello, hi, it's Queen Sapphire. Hello.
Hello.
You're right, I got banned on the other account. You know about Ems? It was about Ems earlier. I didn't want to come on, but I tried to talk about it yesterday on my live, and I got obviously. So I saw Emma take blue and white things. I'm not going to say what they are, and I was concerned. So I went over to Brett, and I asked him if he could get her in the box and help her, and I found him quite rude. He asked me to tap his screen. I said, no, I want you to go over and check on Ems is okay. Then I got muted. But I have it recorded.
Oh, okay.
So I found it quite upset because, you know, I know there's a lot going on with Ems at the minute, sadly, to do with Faithy. But yeah, I was going to mention it earlier, but obviously I didn't realise it got been on it on the other account. So.
Yeah, to be fair, I feel really sorry for Ems about her Faithy. Because like I've got dogs myself, and I've got an old Staffy Brindle that I inherited because my partner passed away 3 months ago, so I've taken him on. But he's quite elderly as well, you know, so I can empathise with her, you know.
Yeah, let me just continue this.
Yeah, sorry, Ange.
That's right.
You had a cracking time, but you even beat him at kickboxing.
You even beat him at kickboxing.
I don't want to see
Remember that?
Brett's done with you.
Shut up, he's in no bed. I'll fucking sort him out.
He's done with you.
Why fucking bother about Brett? He's dropping off the fucking app, so why are you going to bother about Brett?
I'm bothered about any man that you would accuse that of.
He's not a man, he's a boy.
That makes it even worse what you said.
I'm a man, he's a boy.
That makes it even worse what you've accused him of. You really need to think about
How do you mean that? How do you mean that?
You're saying that a boy's touched you. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but I felt that it was quite
And you're smiling. American?
What it is.
You're going to meet the wrong person one day, and they're going to wipe the smoke off your face.
Brett knows at the end of the day, I'll tell you now a secret, right? Brett knows at the end of the day, but it's got him a lot of views.
Hang on, Robert. So the only time that you and Brett met was under my supervision. So it was me, you, and Brett. And alright, yeah, even though you were drunk, I was drunk, and Brett would never fucking touch the likes of you anyway. Do you know what I mean?
What?
Me and Brett didn't even really get on, to be fair, not no more.
Yeah, but,
I'll sit there and I will defend fucking Brett to the fucking hilt, because I know for a fact that you're sat there and you're fucking lying, and you're laughing about it as well, which is not fucking good. It's not funny.
Shut up,
You try to ruin
Shut up. Talking rubbish.
Honestly, don't even give him the time.
Talking rubbish, Ems. Because you know why I did it. You know why I've done it. You know why I've done it. You know exactly why I've done it.
Yeah, I'd like to know what about it.
It's brought him some fucking news.
Rabbit. I'll tell you what is fucking true.
Were you slagging me off earlier on tonight?
I'll tell you what
Were you slagging me off earlier on tonight?
What is true is you trying to fucking poke yourself into fucking my area. Yeah.
Trigger warning.
That's true, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Thank you very much. Speechless, are ya?
You know what? I don't know if people have got the wrong end of the stick here, right? So she said it twice now. She said the word tried. So I think, even though I think that's still wrong, don't get me wrong. But she said the word tried. So I don't know, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? She said that's the second time she said the word tried. So I don't know if he tried to or whether he did do it. Did he do it or did he try to do it? Because they're two different things. And they're both just as bad. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're both wrong. Yeah, no means no. But did he actually touch her or did he try and touch her? Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's the second time she used the word tried.
I get what you're saying, Ange, and like obviously.
No, I'm not defending him. Please don't think I am, because it is just as bad, even if you try. No is a no. But there's a difference. Did he actually essay her or did he try and essay her? They're two different things.
Yeah, they are actually, to be fair. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Please,
I don't know, to be fair.
Thank you. Please, guys, do not say in the comments that I'm not saying it's acceptable, because I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, when you're saying that Rob admits to essaying her, you cannot say that if he did not do that. It's did he try to essay me is completely different to actually being touched. And the reason I asked that is because she said tried. So I'm just wondering what she meant by that. That's it. Tried as an essay. No, it's not. It's not. Essay is when someone actually does it and touches you inappropriately. That's the whole thing. Well, that's what essay is. Trying to do something to someone is not essay. That's why it's called actual assault, because someone's actually done it. So that was just my question there. Attempted and doing it's two different things. You can't say that someone actually assaulted me if they tried to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's two different things. You said, I don't know why, but I'm just saying that's the second time she said tried now. So, I don't know. He admitted it, but what I'm saying is, right? I don't know if he went with what she was saying to him, if it was try. But did he actually essay her or not? I don't know. Did he actually do it or did he try and do it? There's two different things. Why does this keep flagging? Anyway, let's play the rest.
Could someone unmute him, please?
Trigger warning.
Fucking unmute him.
You know I don't read comments, right?
Hey, Robert.
But a restriction now.
Was this when he was naked?
Remember the first couple of times that we started meeting, and then you was in my bed, and then because you were so drunk, and you sort of with your fucking fingers, and I told you to stop. Remember that time?
She's talking about that bit. Oh, she's talking about that. Did you hear that? Rewind it so it's a trigger warning, guys. Yes. So the bit before, what did she say? So she said, try it. So this is what she's talking about, the essay.
Remember the first couple of times that we started meeting, and then you was in my bed, and then because you were so drunk, and you sort of with your fucking fingers, and I told you to stop. Remember that time? Yeah, I think you do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but the thing is, Emma.
Remember when I told you to stop? That I didn't want it?
Yeah, but lots of girls say that.
I told you,
he said
Lindsay.
it again there, what he said that night. When he said it was a storyline, and he said that he said the same thing he said in the video I played this morning. So I'm going to rewind that if you missed it.
Girls say that.
I know. Oh, I don't want to have to.
Yeah, I think you do.
Listen to it again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but the thing is, Emma.
Remember when I told you to stop? That I didn't want it?
Yeah, but lots of girls say that.
I told you, Lindsay. I told you when it fucking...
I didn't fucking know it.
What was the rest? Have you got the rest of the video when she goes, Lindsay, I didn't know, and then it cut off? Where's the rest of it? T, can you have you got any more after that? Because he's still discussing it. I want the rest. No, it's not. He's not saying he done it to lots of women. Girl, you've got to really listen. You stop making such accusations when you're saying lots of women. He could mean saying hypothetically, women. A lot of women say that. Do you get what I'm saying? Not saying he did. It's not. He might not be saying. Listen, let's hear it again. Wait a minute.
Admit
because I've
what
got
you
brain
said
fog.
about... Stop. Remember that time? Yeah, I think you do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but the thing is, Emma.
Remember when I told you to stop? That I didn't want it?
Yeah, but lots of girls say that.
So he's not saying lots of girls have said it to him. He's just saying, well, that's what a lot of girls say. Do you know what I mean? Women. That's what he's saying. He says that's what a lot of girls say. But however, he could have done it before. God knows. How do you know? That's what I'm saying. You don't know. But it sounds like to me he's just saying hypothetically. Well, a lot of girls say that. He's not. He might not be referring to himself when he says that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that was years. That was a long time ago. Do you know? T's put that up. I don't know when that video was, but it was when I think when she made. That's the first time I think she made that accusation towards him. So he wasn't actually denying it, but yet people didn't really take it seriously. That's the first time I've seen that video, by the way. But no one really took that seriously at the time. And he was pretty much, okay, he didn't actually confess to it on here, but he didn't deny it all either. He said, well, that's a lot of women, girls say. That's what he said. He says, more, Angie, I haven't got the rest of it. Have you got the rest of the video, the T? T said, what's that? Okay. Give me a sec. Thank you. Thanks, T. It's on a page, guys, if you want it.
I've got a mobile home with me.
I ain't doing fuck all with you, mate. I can show you that now. Let some other fucking...
I'll get somebody else in. I have to get somebody else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I give you a chance, I give you opportunity.
It's alright.
Yeah, I
I've already
heard
got
that.
someone to come round.
He was
Someone's
winding.
bust up.
He there's no truth in what he said about Brit.
Better than you. Let's put it that way.
I thought you might
Because
say
he was
that.
laughing, he was smirking. You can't see it, but he was smirking.
100%.
There was nothing in that with Brit.
Mems.
This was years ago. This is a year ago.
What it is, guys.
Oh, God.
I'm not saying anything anyway because I've been accused of loads of things tonight, and a lot of things are not true. A lot of things might be fictional. There's many different aspects of things that go on this app. Is what I'm saying to you is never trust any cunt on this app because there are a lot of cunts on this app.
About never trust you.
Rob,
Shut up, Ems.
Rob, if you really are sorry, and you mean
I can't keep being sorry all the time. All my life I've been sorry for things, and
okay, well, if you're sorry now, please don't trauma dump on me. If you're sorry right now, can you please admit what you said about Brett is not true?
well, it did touch me a little bit.
No, he didn't.
But not in that way.
So this is the whole video, guys. So trigger warning, trigger warning.
Might be friendly.
This is your chance. This is your chance.
I thought it was coming on to me. In a weird kind of way, because I've never been touched like that in my life before. Unless he was reaching for the balls when they were playing ping pong. And
I'm not being funny, but you fucking sat there and talked about fucking Rothschild and what, you know, all them fucking kind and blah, blah, blah. And you said that you were involved with that and stuff like that. You've said a lot of things about when you were younger, so don't sit there and, you know, say things like that. And guys, it's not fucking funny. And you people sitting there laughing about the situation because you was a fucking bad person. Yeah.
The people that are laughing are the people that
have a bit of a crack, Ems. Have a bit of a crack. You know something? I will go back to Liverpool. I will go back to Liverpool and I will show people different. Because me and him had a fucking cracking time. But you even fucking did kick.
You had a cracking time, but
you even beat him at kickboxing. You even beat him at kickboxing. Remember that?
Brett's done with you.
Shut up, he's in knobhead. I'll fucking sort him out.
He's done it.
Why fucking bother about Brett? He's dropping off the fucking app, so why are you gonna bother about Brett?
I'm bothered about any man that you would accuse that of.
He's not a man, he's a boy.
That makes it even worse what you said.
I'm a man, he's a boy.
That makes it even worse what you've accused him of. You really need to think about
How do you mean that? How do you mean that?
You're saying that a boy's touched you. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but I felt that it was quite
And you're smiling.
Bacon?
He is laughing when he
You're going
says
to meet the wrong person one day and they're going to wipe the smirk off your face.
Brett knows at the end of the day, I'll tell you now a secret, right? Brett knows at the end of the day, but it's got him a lot of views.
I know, Robert. So the only time that you and Brett met was under my supervision. So it was me, you, and Brett. And alright, yeah, even though you were drunk, I was drunk, and Brett would never fucking touch the likes of you anyway. Do you know what I mean?
What?
Me and Brett didn't even really get on, to be fair, not no more.
Yeah, but,
I'll sit there and I will defend fucking Brett to the fucking hilt, because I know for a fact that you're sat there and you're fucking lying, and you're laughing about it as well, which is not fucking good. It's not funny.
Shut up,
You trying to ruin
Shut up. Fucking rubbish.
Honestly, don't even give him the time.
Fucking rubbish, Ems. Because you know why I did it. You know why I've done it. You know why I've done it. You know exactly why I've done it.
Yeah, I want to know what about it.
It's brought him some fucking views.
Rabbit. I'll tell you what is fucking true.
Were you slagging me off earlier on tonight?
I'll tell you what
Were you slagging me off earlier on tonight?
What is true is you trying to fucking poke yourself into fucking my area. Yeah, that's true, innit? Yeah, it is. Thank you very much. Speak to us, are ya? Could someone unmute him, please? I don't know who's fucking unmuted.
You know I don't read comments, right?
Hey, Robert.
Better restriction now.
Robert. Remember the first couple of times that we started meeting, and then you was in my bed, and then because you were so drunk, and you sort of poked, well, you know, with your fucking fingers, and I told you to stop. Remember that time? Yeah, I think you do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but the thing is, Emma.
Remember when I told you to stop? That I didn't want it?
Yeah, but lots of girls say that.
I told you, Lindsay. I told you when it fucking...
Lindsay, I didn't fucking know it was you.
Did I not?
Lindsay, I didn't know it was you.
Well, you just said my name about 5 minutes ago, so I think you did.
I didn't fucking know. You're totally different in Discord.
Yeah, because you weren't being a twat.
What do you want me to be? Something different, something I'm not. Or be fictitious.
You can be whatever you want to be, but don't go bringing out other people into it, because it's not fair. You do you.
And that's it, yeah. I just wanted to hear if I thought they'd continue talking on it, but they don't. So yeah, it was that was the first time she came out of it last year. So he said the same thing then, a year ago, to what he said yesterday. It's hot. You were playing hats to get, what does that mean? Someone's put, and that makes it right. Oh my God, are you missing the point? I think they're missing the point, that person. Oh. I don't know, it was a year ago. I don't know. I've had my views so many times, Nick. What time is he live tonight? What time? Well, I am interested. I'm not going to lie as to what he has to say. To be fair, I am listening as to what he has to say. Oh, I don't want to listen to myself. I just brought myself up.